Well, everyone, it's my honor to welcome you to the wedding ceremony of Adam and Paige. Jerry had a whole question for you up here about if you wanted to give her away and everything, but I think you've already decided that's the case, so we're good there. So we'll move on. Paige, Adam, I know I can speak for all of us here when I say that we're honored to be here to celebrate with you two this evening. Though none of us here are perfect in how we express it, I know that I can speak for everyone when I say we all love you deeply, and we're grateful to be here with you today. I have done 3 weddings before this one, and though that is not a big sample size, I can tell you confidently that this was by far the hardest ceremony I've had to write. I will just tell you that it is a humiliating experience to sit in the lobby of a hotel sobbing your eyes out with a laptop in front of you, but I'll get through it. Guys, I care deeply about both of you. Adam, you are without question my oldest and most constant friend. I have more memories with you than I can count, and I have had middle school students who have come up to me and said they feel like they know you because of how many stories I've shared about our shenanigans over the years. I'm grateful that the joy I experienced with you on a sled, on a bike, at a game, or playing Xbox, I still get to experience with you today, just sitting around at a table and enjoying some food and drink. I love you. Paige, I'm so grateful to UK and to the Gatton ambassadors for introducing us. You are sharp as a razor, and you always have been. You've pushed me to be sharper from the day that we met, but your sharpness is also curbed by a gentle care. You care so deeply for those in your life whom you love, and standing here today, I can say with great confidence that if I ever needed any defending, you'd be the first one to jump in, and that you'd probably offer some friendly sass too. But today we're not here to talk about you two as individuals, we're here to unite you into one through your love. And love makes a wonderful glue for a marriage. At least it's the kind of love that you two have demonstrated thus far does. A while back I heard a national poll that was taken, and it posed the question to thousands of people, what words do you most want to hear said to you? And maybe there are phrases that come to mind instantly like, you were right, I was wrong, or I got you something, or for some of us here, all roads lead to Lexington. But 3 phrases took up the majority of the responses. First, I love you. Second, I forgive you. And third, dinner's ready. I think those will provide a good framework for us today. So first, I love you. I think it's safe to say that your relationship story to this point has been a good one, don't you think? And it's like any epic tale, which means there's been really high highs and some really low lows along the way. Brewburger dates, travel all over the country, an unsensible amount of karaoke all make up the highs. In fact, I would be willing to guess that if there was any correlation at all between the amount of karaoke a couple sings together and how healthy their marriage is, that you two are good to go. You guys are good. But there have been lows too, haven't there? Breakups, long distance spent working on yourselves, as you guys have put it, loss of friends, and more than that I can name. But here's the thing about love. Love is constant. In its most pure form, love is unchanging, unending, and inescapable. Doesn't matter what your faith or belief background is, we can all agree that love is more than just a feeling. And you all have gotten a taste of that already. You have chosen to love in moments of pain, in moments of frustration, in moments where maybe it seemed like it would be easier not to. You've chosen the other person in moments where your instinct might have said to put yourself first, but love said to put the other person first. And that kind of love has reaped a plentiful harvest in your lives. As we stand here at the beginning of your marriage, I think it's important to remind you of something that you probably already know, which is that perfect love is not about feeling, it's about choice. There are at least three married couples sitting in front of you today who I know could speak to that fact far more than I could. Every day, every week, every fight, every life change will be another opportunity to make a choice, to choose to put the other person in front of yourself. That is the constant battle of marriage, but it is also the most fruitful commitment that you can take up in your lives. And you've already seen that in your relationship. I don't have to prove that to you. Adam, do you know one of the moments I knew that Paige was really into you was when she got season football tickets? Because I know going to those first few sporting events was a big sacrifice. But Paige, I also know that now you have as much fun as anyone at a football game. and that your love for Adam helped drive you to that point. Paige, one of the moments I knew without a doubt that Adam was really into you was when you all got a dog. I cannot express to you the shock I felt in my system when I heard that you all were getting a dog, and it wasn't just my allergies speaking. Adam was certifiably not a dog person, but I know that decision may have come with some reservations for you, Adam, but I also know that you have loved adding Moby to your family. It was a decision born out of love for Paige, and it has borne much fruit. I've heard it said that for someone to fall in love simply requires a pulse, but to stay in love requires a plan. So make this your plan. Put the other person's needs above yourself. Have a sacrificial kind of love in your marriage and see where it takes you. I want you to know that the mantle you're taking up today is to live that kind of love out daily with each other. The other person first, you second. It's a self-sacrificing kind of love that will only continue to bring you so much joy and so much goodness in your marriage. The second line, I forgive you. Paige, if my facts are right, then Adam has gotten on his knee in front of you 2 times. One for engagement, but the first time to serenade you an apology. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That is correct. Adam, do you have your serenade prepared? So Adam, you've spoken those words, I forgive you, at least in song. And if I remember correctly, they're the lyrics from the song, You're the One That I Want from Greece, is that right? Bold choice, my friend, bold choice. You all keep that same energy in your marriage. Be quick to forgive and be slow to be angry with each other. Adam, Paige described that apology serenade as profound in her memory. And I think it might even be fair to say that all apologies from people we love are at some level profound, because they remind us that we love each other. If the claim you all want to make to each other today is that I love you, then the evidence for that claim will be in the words, I forgive you. Love may be the spark, but forgiveness is the flame that will keep your marriage warm throughout the many years in front of you. And from what I know, this should be like riding a bike for you all. Adam, when I asked Paige to describe what she loved about you, the first 2 things she described were your humility and your humor. Keep using those as your primary tools for forgiveness. I find apologies go over much better when they're funny. Paige, when I asked Adam to describe what he loved about you, he just started serenading me with Bruno Mars songs. It was incredible. Of course not, but he did describe your selflessness, how you lift him up when he is low, the support that he feels from you at all times. Just keep doing that even when it doesn't feel like it makes sense anymore. And that leads us to our last phrase, which is dinner's ready. Who doesn't love being a kid and hearing the call from the kitchen, dinner's ready? It means there's a good meal coming, there's warm food on the table and cold drink to be had, that you'll get to eat in company with those you love, and that someone has done something, namely made a great meal, to demonstrate their love for you. On one hand, when I read this for the first time, I was shocked to hear that was one of the 3 phrases people love to hear most. But as I gave it more thought, I was so satisfied that that answer made the list, because dinner's ready is a statement of hope. It's an expectant call that there's something good coming. And Adam, Paige, for this last bit, I just want you to know that marriage is so good, that there's good stuff coming. So be hopeful, be expectant, be excited. Embrace it with the same kind of energy as a child who's running down the stairs to their favorite meal on the table. Don't forget to pause and savor the good moments that bring a smile to your face or a tear to your eyes, but also eat your vegetables. The stuff you don't necessarily look forward to in life will come, it's a guarantee. But don't just skip over it. Face it head on together, and when you're looking back on it, it just might be like spinach or green peas, and it turns out it was the healthiest thing for your marriage. Dinner's ready. When it comes to marriage, it is a feast. So dig in like it's sushi Sunday every night. Savor your time together like it's a Brewburger date, because although it may be hard, marriage will be worth it. All right, that's enough from me. At this time, Adam and Paige are going to exchange vows with each other. And I think it's so cool that for thousands of years, couples have exchanged vows with each other as a testament to the promise that they're making. And Adam and Paige have opted to write their own vows today. And so, Adam, do you have the vows that you've prepared for Paige?
Yes.
It's all you, buddy.
I got chills. And they're, excuse me, and they're multiplying. And I'm losing control. Because the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. That was not planned. I didn't know he was going to include that. I didn't know where to start. I considered pulling out my neon hat and having my ref shirt on under and asking Peter to do the same. I was going to invite Michael Porter Jr., but he's off celebrating the championship. So I thought that was a good place to start. I know we've gone through some rough patches, some pretty low lows, and I've struggled at times to step up and be there. I'm going to continue to learn and grow with you, and I will try my best to be there for you always. It's not always going to be 50-50, but I got you, and I know you have me. I'm there for the good and the bad, if you're flying high or sinking low, and vice versa. I'm there, and we got this. I'll be patient and kind, and as always, I'll be optimistic. We'll have a life full of sushi Sundays, being travel buddies, being your surefire, ice cream, trying new places, walks, dog parents to Mr. Moby, 2 TVs of trash TV and sports.
Thank you.
Cuddles, karaoke, and so much more. You're my best friend. I love you the most, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together.
I love you too. Like a free day.
Paige, do you have the vows you've prepared for Adam?
Please give me a moment. Ditto. Okay. Adam Holden Zimmerman, you came into my life an unexpected surprise. A redhead in a referee jersey, shouting to Michael Porter Jr. and yelling "Dad" to the ref to let him know whether you liked his call, or more often, when you did not. Throughout our first summer, we talked on the phone, sharing every detail of what happened, our random thoughts, and trying to answer life's questions. I can't figure out exactly when that switch happened, but somewhere along the way, you became my best friend. And to be honest, that wasn't something I was ready for. When you called me that December, letting me know you also missed me, I knew there were 2 paths. The safer route of saying no and moving on to a life without you, or exploring what this could be. But I knew, despite telling you that I needed time to think it over, that you had my heart and that a life without you would be empty. Adam, you are the best person I have ever met. You make my world brighter with your smile, your laugh, and your dad jokes. And as Leighton told me this morning, as she helped me with my vows, Adam, you are so kind and nice. You are compassionate. Thank you, Leighton. You are compassionate, the loyalist friend and sports fan that anyone or team could ask for, and I am honored and privileged to get to live this life with you and be your partner. So thank you. From this moment, Adam Holden Zimmerman, I take you as my best friend for life. I promise a lifetime of sushi Sundays and ice cream adventures in every state. I promise to always duet with you and be your biggest fan in the crowd when you do it solo. I promise to start every season agreeing that your teams will go undefeated, besides the Lightning. I promise to stand with you at the games, rain or snow, but hopefully more sunshine. And most importantly, I promise to choose you every single day, to make you a priority. I promise to choose you in the highs and to work with you through the lows. I promise to listen to every fact of your day, your random sports, and everything in between. From this moment, I choose to love you for the rest of my life. I love you so much. Thank you.
Well, we know from experience that when we make a promise with each other, it's good for us to have a symbol to serve as a reminder of that promise. In business, a reminder often takes the form of a contract. In friendship, a reminder often takes the form of a gift. In marriage, the reminder of our promise to each other traditionally takes the form of a ring. And you all have brought rings with you today to symbolize your marriage. Adam, if you'll take the ring you selected for Paige. Adam, I give you this ring you've selected. Place it on the wedding finger of your bride and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our vows.
as a symbol of our vows.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I will love and honor you.
I will love and honor you.
This is my promise.
This is my promise.
Bye-bye. Paige, I give you the ring that you all have selected for Adam. Place it on the wedding finger of your groom and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our vows.
as a symbol of our vows.
With all that I am.
With all that I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I will love and honor you.
I will love and honor you.
This is my promise.
This is my promise.
Send her home. Well, y'all, I think dinner's ready. Adam and Paige, before friends, and family, and other witnesses who may be hiking with us, you have each given yourselves to each other in marriage by the vows you have just spoken, and you have placed rings on each other's fingers as a symbol and a reminder of your covenant. So, well, I've always wanted to say this. By the power vested in me by the great state of Utah. Oh, not Iowa. Okay, by the great state of Utah. But more importantly, as your friend and as a supporter of your marriage, it is with great joy and excitement that I now pronounce you husband and wife. Adam, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, it is my honor and joy to introduce to you for the very first time as a married couple, Mr. Adam Zimmerman and Mrs. Paige Dalparis.